Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement, so go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio Tarot deck giveaway. This deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much, and on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to be looking at the sign of Sagittarius for the weekly, August 11th to the 17th. All right, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Sagittarians, I love you guys. I am a Sagittarius myself. I do have a Taurus rising, and I'm realizing more and more that I really present with my Taurus rising stronger. But I do have 4 planets in Sagittarius, so I am a Sagittarius through and through. Let's get your romance angel messages out right away. And this is how we start off. Pay attention to red flags, Sagittarius, always. We always do, don't we? Deception. Ah, shit. Here we go. And healing family issues. All right. Now, we don't know exactly what that's going to mean for you, Sagittarius, right? This could be, just dealing with people. This could be personal, what you're dealing with. But we won't really know until we get all of your cards out. But before we do that, let's get your animal spirits out. This is a new addition to the weekly format where I incorporate the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. Pull out 3 animal spirits that you may be dealing with this week. You may resonate with them, or they may resonate with you in terms of describing people that you're dealing with. Ooh, jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Sometimes the cards are really jumpy, and today is one of them. But never fear, Sagittarius. We're going to get a nice, clear, concise spread out for you. Already, pay attention, and deception is quite interesting. This might be a very interesting week for catharsis, right? All right, what do we have? Starting off, we have the Nightingale. Again, air energy, a card that very, very rarely comes up. Very rarely. I'm going to put this one over here. We're going to start on this side today because the Nightingale is certainly about healing. Eagle, more air energy. And Hummingbird. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius, you have 3 birds coming out for you this week. All right, all air energy. Very, very interesting. So we're going to go and take these in turn very quickly. Let's just go over these. We already know the hummingbird, right? Let's go start off with the hummingbird. The hummingbird is a regular makes a regular appearance in my readings. Of course, hummingbird energy is beautiful, positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful, right? This animal is a well of energy. Right? You ever see a hummingbird fly? The amount of energy that they have, positivity. They've understood, they've learned where to get the nectar from, where to get the best nectar, how to get it, all of that sort of thing for their daily sort of nourishment and rejuvenation. And so in this way, the hummingbird also knows where to go for spiritual rejuvenation. Hummingbird energy has this kind of innate understanding of the various tools that we use to rejuvenate ourselves spiritually, right? The hummingbird knows what to do. And he also knows what to do for others. The hummingbird is the type of animal spirit that people come to seeking help with their spiritual matters, right? So if you follow the hummingbird, you really can't go wrong, because whatever advice the hummingbird gives you, it's real, it's true, it's honest, right? And so the hummingbird is a beautiful energy to have around you, especially when you're feeling kind of down, right? When you're feeling down in your spirits. Now we go on to the eagle, which is an incredible animal, air animal. elemental. All right. Different from the hawk. Now, the hawk often comes up in my readings, but the eagle is different in the sense that the eagle is all-pervading power, truth seeker, right? The eagle eye. The eagle is always seeking out the truth of a situation, the heart of a situation, I would say, right? Again, a physically and spiritually strong animal, right? And it kind of represents the mastery of fire and air in a way, right? Because the eagle is very fiery as well. So when the eagle appears, it kind of lets you know that you're going to be going through it, right? You're going through a very strong transformation, a real kind of baptism by fire transformation, right? The eagle kind of pushes you, right? The eagle's very, pushes you to do your strongest. The eagle kind of urges you on to the truth, no matter how hard it is to get to. Sometimes getting to the truth or to the bottom of an issue takes a lot of tenacity. It takes a lot of fire, and it takes a lot of, I want to say, conviction, right? It takes a lot of conviction. And the eagle embodies that. Even though it's an air elemental, it embodies a lot of that fire, right? So the eagle just talks about strength, right? Attacking issues from a place of strength, of mental acuity, right? In a way, mastery over kind of your passions in a way, right? Be very focused with the eagle, you know. You don't have to be afraid of facing certain trials and tribulations, especially those of a spiritual or emotional matter, because the eagle brings so much strength with it. Now the hummingbird, beautiful energy. The hummingbird, again, not the hummingbird, the nightingale. Again, the nightingale is a card that very, very rarely comes up. It is a card that represents the throat chakra in the sense that it talks about communication, all right? Fearless communication and speech, talking the talk, you know. Song. The nightingale is beautiful in its song. If you've ever actually heard a nightingale sing or tweet, whatever you want to call it, it is really, really breathtaking. And so, for it to be such a very simple looking bird, it has the voice of just pure, the divine, right? And so with that voice, it can't speak of anything else but the truth, right? Nightingale speaks the truth. This is for a person who's very artistic in the realm of literature, poetry, by the way. If you identify with the nightingale, or you have somebody in your life who's like that, who identifies, they are not only are they a great orator, a great communicator, but they also have an affinity for poetry, literature, writing, composing songs as well, right? And of course, with it comes healing. So the words and the speech or the song that comes out of the nightingale brings with it healing. So the nightingale is one of the birds that has one of the animal spirits and birds, but one of the animal spirits that has the best connection between the words that you speak and the healing process, right? They're the person who can come to you and you can talk to them and they make you feel better just by hearing them speak, right? Just by listening to what they have to say. Very, very specific, very beautiful animal spirit, excuse me. I wanted to say animal and elemental in the same word, so I guess it's animmental, but very specific, very strong animal spirit card. So, Sagittarius, you're working with all air elements this week. Now, take what resonates. Not everything's going to resonate. And not everybody's only going to be dealing with the air sign, okay? Some of you may be dealing with water signs, earth signs, what have you. These are elementals, okay? Just understand this. These are elementals, and although they are associated with the element of the various astrological signs, these are slightly different. We're talking about elemental energies when it comes to animal spirits, because there are 5 elementals, not 4, the 5th one being ether, okay? So please don't get caught up with the fact that these are 3 air elements. These are air elements that could absolutely be part of any zodiac sign. You could be a Scorpio, or you could be a Libra and still be exhibiting, well, Libra is air, but you could be Scorpio or Taurus, Pisces, whatever, and still be exhibiting these type of elements, okay? So we're not looking necessarily at the sun sign of the individual, although that does help, but we're looking very much at sort of the attributes and the energies of the individuals that you'll be dealing with this week, all right, Sagittarius? All right, let's get out your set of forecasts. I do about 7 or 8 forecasts for the week. And hopefully one of them will resonate with you, Sagittarius. Let's get right into it. 6 of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Devil. Why is the Devil? For the last 3 readings, the Devil has come out on the first spread. Very interesting. Some of you, highly creative, but also be careful not to go down the wrong path with that energy. So 6 of Cups, some of you are in a very, very loving kind of like beginning of a relationship, you know. It could be the beginning, or you could be in this relationship for quite some time, but it is a really happy, harmonious relationship. It's really like 6 of Cups is the soulmate card, right? Talking about building memories, you know, when souls build memories with each other, you know, that kind of happy, harmonious kind of relationship, right? You just feel good, Sagittarius. For those of you who are with somebody or starting something with somebody, it just feels really good, okay? But you have Page of Wands coming in, which is quite interesting. So it's almost as if you're doing this really, you're working on this really great beginning of a relationship, or you're continuing on a really good relationship right now that's on a really nice high. Somebody comes in, and it's almost like this person comes in and once it's going to come in with some kind of idea, offer, right? Adventure, and that adventure kind of takes you away from this harmony. It takes you closer toward self, you know, instant gratification, right? The Devil energy, okay? Now, Wands is creativity, right? So this person could be bringing you an offer where you could just be excelling creatively, okay? Because the Devil is about being extremely creative. But just be careful, because here we have pay attention to red signs. Just be careful, because in a lot of ways, the areas in which the Devil energy can excel, or where people can use Devil energy in terms of that creative energy to connect to the spirit and excel, which is when great works of art are created, for instance, you know, masterpieces, paintings, music, etc., right? But when it's not, you know, when that passion or that desire, that drive is not connected to the spirit, it eventually leads us into the areas of instant gratification and addiction, right? Being a slave to our passions. And so whatever this offer is that comes in this week, just be very careful. All right, be careful with this offer. Make sure to look at all sides of it, because it may not take you down the road that you expect, this road of high intense creativity, but rather it may take you down a very kind of, slovenly, I don't know why that word is coming to my mind, but a slovenly road of self-gratification, whereas right now you're building something really beautiful with somebody. So take care to not have this Page of Wands take your eye off the ball. Judgment, Hanged Man, Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, Judgment has come in. So somebody is dealing with guilt. They're dealing with releasing guilt. Judgment talks about conversations that you have with family, a lot of times with yourself. Oftentimes, judgment can come in when you're dealing with healing family issues, because most of the time when we have family issues, we also take on a lot of guilt as a result of those family issues, right? And so, you know, healing talks about letting go guilt, letting go of judgment, right? So judgment and healing financial family issues goes hand in hand, right? And so this issue is coming up for you this week, right? But there's a Hanged Man energy there. It's like, I wonder if this is you, Sagittarius, as far as this family issue. It may be you. You may be still in Hanged Man energy when it comes to this specific issue, because you may just be like, well, you know, I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go back into that, right? I don't want to go back into these family issues. You know, it didn't work last time. It's not going to work this time, you know, but maybe this time something is slightly different because of this judgment. Could be that this time there's a different vibe in the air, right? Things are different. this time, Sagittarius, okay? And it could be that you may very well have somebody in your corner that's this time, whereas before you didn't. And also what comes with it this time, and again, which may be different than last time, so there's Queen of Swords energy. Either you or somebody else is in your family, maybe embodying Queen of Swords, meaning it's time to speak some home truths. Okay, this could very well be the healing of a very long time rift in the family, where the truth finally comes out. The judgments are finally laid bare for what they are, which is, unnecessary. And although you have been very much stuck in this particular, I want to say, mood or mode with the family, there'll be some progress, right? Because Hangman energy is still waking up. Hangman comes when you begin to wake up. So it could mean that there is finally going to be some movement on some issues that you really just didn't want to deal with. And why? Because you finally have people, a couple of people, I want to say, or at least one person in your corner who's talking the way you feel needs to talk to go. Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and Three of Wands. So some of you are certainly be getting some money this week, or you're going to be coming into a level of abundance where you can finally take care of those around you in the way that you want to, right? It could be that for a while you haven't been able to do that. Now, whether that's the case or not, certainly this week abundance comes into you in such a way where you can really, you can be charitable, and you can, like I said, you can take care of those you love the way you want to be able to take care of them. However, you have a Five of Swords, which is a power struggle with somebody. Okay, somebody is trying to get one over. They want to win at all costs. They want to beat you at all costs, Sagittarius. And yeah, what's really funny? I think you just basically give them your ass to kiss, because you have Three of Wands here, and Three of Wands is about, bye-bye little town and hello world, Three of Wands talks about the need for patience, certainly when you're trying to accomplish something big, but it certainly is this idea of, yeah, I am ready to do something big. I'm ready to go out in the world and really expand my vision, right? Put my body, mind, and soul into it, right? Somebody is jealous. Somebody's jealous, okay? And somebody wants what you have. They're going to come out their neck sideways to you this week, probably, because Swords is all about communication, right? And actions and communication. And so, yeah, this is going to come out, but you're going to come out of it kind of feeling like, ugh, I can't be bothered. You know what I mean, Sagittarius? Like, you have so many things to look forward to. But certainly look out for this person this week who sees all of the good things that are coming your way, and they're very, very jealous. Aries has been showing up for all of these readings. Unbelievable. Aries in the place, right? Emperor. Energy, the Magician, and King of Cups. So we've got two kings and a magician. So Aries is keeping an eye on you there, Sagittarius. Some of you have two men in your lives, or two suitors, I want to say, that are embodying these two aspects. One is water and one is fire. You've got Aries here, and over here is King of Cups, could very well be Scorpio energy. You have two men in your lives, and two men or two suitors, two people who are interested in your, and I keep saying men because, we have a heavy amount of masculine energy here. Usually my readings are not gender specific, that, my regulars know that, but this could very well be two men vying for the same person, right? In the middle there you are as the Magician, okay? And things are just happening for you very easily right now, Sagittarius. I mean, you are really embodying your skills, your skill sets. You seem to be accomplishing things effortlessly. Now, this may not feel like it to you, but for the outside world, it comes across as though things are just coming your way, right? And you have two people who are very different, but equally as strong, I want to say, King of Cups, very strong energy. And of course, the Emperor is the Emperor, very strong, airy, stable energy. But nevertheless, the King of Cups brings with it something that the Emperor does not, which is a deep, abiding love as well, right? Whereas the Emperor may love you, but it doesn't bring the same level of emotional openness and commitment that the King of Cups does, right? And so this week, it just comes, this all comes to the forefront that you have two very strong suitors who want you, and meanwhile, you're kind of just going on with your life. But, understand this, Sagittarius, for some of you who are resonating with this right now, this part of your life, you are really that magical Sagittarius that everybody talks about, because you are just able to accomplish whatever you want. And I think those are some of the main reasons why you're attracting this attention from these two. Sorry about that, folks. Car alarm went off. It's living in the city. All right, so in any case, like I was saying about this energy with this Aries and this King of Cups, very much, I wanted to say that just because you may not be feeling like things are coming easy to you, because Sagittarius, people, it seems from the outside looking in, oftentimes it does seem like Sagittarius just gets things done with such an ease, but people don't really understand that behind the scenes, there's a lot that goes, into it, right? It's like, Sagittarius has to work just like anyone else, right? But right now you are embodying that quality, and from the outside looking in, you are just shining, and yeah, you've got the attention of two very powerful figures here. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Queen of Wands. All right. Here we go with more court cards in one spread. Again, this is another confluence of personalities, right? You've got a Knight of Cups coming your way. You have two queens with a knight in the middle. All right, so for some of you, I want to say it was almost as if the last reading was for a female Sagittarius, and this one is for a male Sagittarius, because male Sagittarius is much more like the Knight of Cups in any way. But in any case, yes, some of you are dealing with two very, very strong feminine energies in your life this week. It's quite interesting. You want something with one of them, right? Now, I'm going to say that the Queen of Pentacles may not be a love interest of yours. This may just be a person in your life, like your family member, a strong female feminine energy family member who has a lot of abundance, who has worked very hard. She may indeed be a business owner. And so this person is in your life. Now, you, Sagittarius, you have a cup. And I have a feeling this is for you guys out there, you guys Sagittarius. You have a cup of love that you really, really want to share with somebody. I think it's with this Queen of Wands over here. So we're talking about another fire sign, another person who's gone through like a lot of self-transformation. But this Queen of Pentacles is on your heels, okay? So some of you are kind of like coming out of a mess, going into a mess, I want to say, right? These are two very strong characters that, they may or may not know each other. I have a feeling here that they don't even know each other, but you've got yourself in a bit of a little messy situation, and one of them may be at work, okay? This Queen of Pentacles may be someone at work, right? Meanwhile, you're handing your cup, when you're home, you're handing your cup to someone else who's Queen of Wands, much more fiery energy. Just take care. I just feel like, again, we have deception going on, right? Like, I don't know if it's you, Sagittarius. I want to say it's not you, but it could be you. You're just playing the field a little bit. You may be playing a little bit fast and loose right now with two very strong characters that I'm not sure you want them ever to meet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so watch out there now. We have Two of Wands, we have Page of Swords, and we have Four of Cups. This is going to be the last spread. All right, so Two of Wands, some of you are looking to sow your seeds. You have inspiration, you have a new idea or a business idea, and you are taking the next step to manifesting this project or idea for yourself, right? And somebody's coming in, though, in the middle of you doing this, in the middle of you kind of planning your next step for where you want to be in life. Because Two of Wands really is Mars in Aries energy. It really talks about being expansive and going out in the world to sow the seeds, to manifest your dream. It's the physical action of going out and getting your dream, right? But you have somebody who comes in this week, they want to have a conversation with you. Now, this could be somebody who has dissed you before in the past. Could be somebody who's ghosted you. Now they're coming back. Now they're coming back and they want to have a conversation and they want to offer you a cup and you're like, I'm not sure. Right? You're not sure. And like I said, I feel like this is somebody who's probably screwed up with you in the past, Sagittarius. Because with this Four of Cups, for them, they're gingerly handing you this cup again. Because why? They just can't stand to be away from you anymore. You know, it could be that there was a shift or a break here in this relationship. And you're moving on. You're like, okay, fine, deuces. I'm moving on with my life. You know, I'm carrying on. Two of Wands talks about moving on with your life. Whether it's a project or moving on to find another relationship or whatever it is. It's like you very firmly are turning your back, right, on the past. But, or at least on where you're at now. But this Page of Swords, I mean, they're going to try to come in. They're going to try to be very cute. I think they're going to try to be very logical. They're going to try everything they can to get you to have this conversation, right? Because I think they're coming back very, not necessarily humbled, but they're coming back realizing, oh shit, you know, I messed up with this Sagittarius. You know, this individual certainly, I think that you wouldn't even be in this Two of Wands space if they hadn't messed up with you. You know, one thing about Sagittarius, if you break Sagittarius' heart, they won't stick around. They'll move, they'll leave. They'll just go off and get their own thing, travel, do, you know, what have you. And oftentimes, you know, when people, you know, people want to get back together with a Sagittarius that they screwed up with, that Sagittarius isn't even in the same city with them anymore. It's like, good luck getting back with them. They went on, you know. And so this may not necessarily be the case with you, but this person is trying to get back with you after like being very cruel, I want to say, after really being in their sword energy. But now they're coming back kind of like the youth. Oh, you know, I just, can't we just have a talk? We were always able to talk before, and you're giving them a hard way to go. You know, you're just not accepting what they have to say right away, if at all. Okay, and so this is all going to be coming up for you this week, for those of you who are resonating with this scenario. All right, guys, Sagittarius, this is your reading for August 11th to the 17th. I do hope one of these scenarios resonated with you and gave you just a little bit of insight on what you may be dealing with this week so that you can be right, ready, and prepared. All right. So if you enjoy this new format, please sound off below and let me know what you think. If you resonated with any of these readings, of course, please like the video, subscribe, share the video. All of those things really help me grow. It helps me to be able to continue to bring more and more quality readings to you. I do care about my channel very much, and I do work very hard to bring consistent and good quality content to you guys. So I appreciate all of the support that I get. I love you, Sagittarius. For right now, I'm going to say have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.